We have a great show again. How about a big hand now for cheats, cons, and scams?
How we doing? Thank you. Welcome to Cons, Cheats, and Scams. And no, it's not a show about politicians. It's a magic show with a twist. The twist being through the finest sleight of hand card magic, Jason Ladani and I will demonstrate how con artists try to cheat the system. Hi folks, I'm Sean the Prankster Magician. I'm your host and opening act this evening. As you know, this is a show about card magic, right? So for that reason, I'm going to open with a rope trick. All right. I need, how's Simon or Adam or one of these guys? You guys back there somewhere? Come on up, guys. Give him a hand, folks. All right, what's your name?
Adam.
Adams. Everyone say, hi, Adam. Hi, Adam. All right, Adam, first time on stage?
No.
Oh, he's a veteran. You're not a magician, are you?
Nope.
All right, here, do me a favor. Check out this rope. Check it out. Give it a good look. He's going to check out that rope. He's going to make sure that there's nothing fake or phony about it. No secret compartments, back doors, devices, mirrors, magnets, Amway, spatulas, little people, anything like that. Pull on it and tug on it. Go ahead. All right, here's the deal, Adam. I want you to tie somebody up. Pick someone, anyone in the audience. Maybe this kid right here. What do you think? He's like, yeah, sure. No, you can't. He was going to do it, folks. No, you can't do that, okay? No, seriously, Adam, is that an ordinary piece of rope? Like you'd find in any American bedroom? Yeah. Where are your parents? Yeah. Do you need this after the show, guys? All right. It's ordinary rope? All right. Here's the deal. I need a ring about this big. Anyone? Don't worry, folks. You're in the hands of a professional. I got a ring right here, you see? I'm going to check out this ring, okay? Check it out. Make sure it's a real ring. Make sure there's nothing fake or phony about it. Give it a tug. Give it a pull. The real deal? All right. Adam, I didn't tell you this, but you're going to do the magic, okay? You have to figure out how to get that ring off that string. But you see, magicians work under very... He's like, okay. No pressure. Well, you should have been on stage before, right? So here's the deal. I'm going to, magicians work under difficult conditions, right? So I'm going to tie a knot, you see? Show you that I'm not fooling around. Nobody got that, all right? I'll take a groan or a grunt, folks. Here, look, here's the deal. You have to figure out how to get this off here, okay? You got a plan? See, while you're thinking about it, I'm going to make it even harder for you, you see? You see that? Now it's on here twice. Can you see that? You hold on to that. How would you like a magic wand? Think that might help you? Yeah, sure. That's what I was shooting for, bored indifference. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Let me get the wand. That's for you, Adam. That's for you, buddy. Great job. You see, the magic is actually right here in the knot. Do you see that? I know, right? What? Say what? Here, hold on to this. Anybody got a knife, a pair of scissors? I told you, people, you're in the hands of a professional. Here we go. I got it right here. These are sharp, so be careful. Adam, you ready? Oops. Let's try it again. There it goes. Well, you don't believe these are sharp? All right. That leaves me with 2 ropes, right? You can clap. You can hop around. You sound like a crowd. But here, look. Watch. You take the rope like this. You guys want to know how this is done? Get an ordinary piece of rope, go to the hardware store, get a piece of rope, put the ends over here, put the middle over here, scrunch one end down like this, give it a little shake, scrunch the other end down like this. The ends change places with the middle. Here you go, Adam. Now here's the deal. Now wait a minute. Now I don't know you from Adam, right? I just thought of that. I mean, that was good. Come on. Thank you. How come I didn't think of that sooner? So who knew this was the fake rope right here? Anyone? No one, right? Watch. Here, check it out. Make sure it's real rope. Pull on it. Tug on it. Go ahead. The real deal? All right, thank you very much. There we go. We got 1 piece of rope here. We got 2 pieces of rope here. And we got 3. You know, I wasn't sure I was going to do this and tell this story, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. These ropes kind of represent my childhood. One big one, one middle one. The big one would be my sister Rose right here. Because she was my older sister. And she didn't really like being the oldest because she had to come in early and, she had to break my parents in, you know what I mean? And then there was my middle sister, Kathy, and she never liked being in the middle. And then there was me. I never liked being the youngest. So my dad told us, Adam, and I know you're one of a few, my dad told us that someday we would all grow up, and when we did, we would all be equal. We would be big and strong, and one of us would be very smart. Very good looking. That'd be my sister. All right, folks, give them a hand. He was awesome, wasn't he? All right, here's the deal. We're at the point in the show. I need a drink. I need a drink. There we go. She got my drink of choice. All right. I need a $100 bill. Anyone? No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Anybody have? No one, huh? Anybody have a $100 bill? All right. I'll go for a 50. Wait a minute. Look, folks. You can trust me. I'm a magician. Actually, you can trust me. I'm a lawyer. I really am.
Sean, you're going the wrong way.
All right. You can trust me. I'm a father. You're wondering why I was wearing that stupid tie. Does anybody have a dollar? No, not a dollar. Let's go with 20. Someone, please. There we go. That's my brother-in-law. He had to wait for the 20 to break out his wallet.
I was holding out with the 100.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the 100.
Oh, you were? Well, come up with the 20. That's fine. You got the 100? Actually, though,
You want a 20?
you got 100?
Give him 120.
I'll take the 100. Yeah.
It's good for it, don't worry.
I'll take the 100. All right. All right, so, yeah, that's the first scam. No, huh? All right, here's the deal. I'm going to show you a trick here. You see how Ben Franklin is facing up? Right? I'm going to reverse it, but I'm going to do it with magic. Right before your very eyes. Don't take your eyes off Benjamin. What did you do over here, bag lady? What do you got there? Plastic bag. Don't worry, I know her. It's the blue bottle? Yeah, here. Here we go. Don't take your eyes off Benjamin. Okay, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. Oh, you think that's stupid? I'll tell you what's stupid. You paid $20 for that trick. Here, wait, watch. Let's see if we can do better. 1, 2, Adam, learn this. 3, 4, 5, blowing it like that. And what happens is that $100 bill turns into a single. Now, if I could go the other way, I wouldn't be here. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry, Jim. Your 50's fine. No, I got your 20. Don't worry about that. Yeah, now maybe we can go back this way. What do you think? Watch. That's very important. You're blowing it like that, and it goes back, hopefully. There it goes. Watch. And $100. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. What you doing over there? All right. Oh, you know what? How do you like my outfit, guys? I look wonderful, right? Yeah. You know, I used to wear all black because I thought that's what magicians should wear. So I mixed up the colors a little bit. And I'll tell you why. I went to a funeral home the other day. I'm sorry. I got it backwards. I went to a nursing home the other day. And I walked in, and I saw the look of horror on their face. All black, they had. They thought I was the Undertaker. That went over like pork at a Jewish wedding, huh?
I told you 3 times that wasn't going to work. $20. $20.
He did warn me. All right, here we go, folks. Who knows the 3-card Monty? Anybody? It's probably the oldest scam in America. Could we lower the lights a little bit? So it involves 3 cards. Generally, it's 2 red cards or 2 black cards, it doesn't matter, and 1 different color card, like a black card. In this case, it's a queen, and the pattern goes, follow the honey, win the money. Can you see the cards on the table? No, because I have to switch screens. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Let's try this. All right. No, huh? Let's try that again. That's the computer. Michael, where are you? Any idea, guys? Let's try it again. I'm not getting, oh, you're right, change the input. Source search. HDMI. Give it a second.
No signal.
No.
You're doing this on purpose, right?
Yeah, this is a prank. This is a prank. Let's try it again. That's HDMI. Joe, what?
Power to the camera? Did we put power to the camera?
Oh, did we not plug the camera in?
Yeah, we'll do that now.
It's in the bag, which is in there. Aha. Got to put that on the checklist. Wow, what to fill the time with. Okay, so I know what. Here, we'll fill it with this. So anyway, the 3-card Monte, there it is. The fella behind the boxes, do you see him? What he is doing is he's what you call the tosser. He's the one tossing the cards, and you'll see this in a minute, but basically you have the 2 red cards and you have the queen, and the job is to follow the queen, so he's tossing that on the table, okay? Now, out here, actually close to the table, you see the people with the money in their hands? They are betting, can you guys see? They are betting, and they are winning and losing, and it doesn't matter because they're in on it. It's all house money. You got it? And so what they're trying to do is lure these people in the background in so that they bet and they lose their money. This is a scam. You can't win. In fact, this is the oldest scam, probably, street scam in America. It goes back hundreds of years. We call those people shills, by the way, that are in on it. That was me. Honest to God, true story, I lost 20 bucks on the 3-card Monte when I was a kid. And this is Canada Bill. Canada Bill, who was from the United States, I don't know why they called him Canada Bill, but he's probably the most successful 3-card Monte player in the world. It's estimated in the early 1400s that he made over $250,000 scamming people. So I'm going to actually expose, I'm going to expose this for you today. It's the one thing I'm going to expose. How are we doing up there?
We're going to figure it out.
That is definitely going on the checklist. Yeah, we switched cameras and we spent like an awful lot of time doing that. So, do you see where it goes in?
Not really.
Be kind of weird if I climbed up there right now, but I will.
Anybody for a sing-along?
Let's see that.
I mean, I can come up there and do it.
Where's the, just give me an idea where the power is.
It's right in front of you. It's right in the back there.
I see it.
Got it?
We need an extension cord to run over to the liquor store. Or else just run over to the...
All right, we're almost there. He's just going to plug it in. We're going to be set. It's going to be so much better when you see it on the table, so it's worth the effort. That was definitely a buzzkill. All right. Have a drink. Is it plugged in?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Is it on?
It is on.
That's HDMI, the camera's on. Are you getting an image on there?
Oh, yeah.
This worked right up until.
Same guy's working the Bay of Pizza Bay.
Show.
I thought so.
Let me climb up that beam of light, I'll help him.
Did you guys hear about the two Irishmen that walked out of the bar? It could happen.
There's power going to it, but it's not turning on.
Push the button.
Which one?
Oh no, you know what? There is no button. Close the window, that thing
Right.
that you have sticking out, and then reopen it. See if it turns on.
No.
Are you sure you have power going in?
Oh, we got it now.
All right,
There you go. You got it.
we got it.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's the one.
You're on this video now. You gotta go HDMI.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, that's. Now you just got to point down the table.
Focus.
Jason's entire show is on this table. So. We're back in business. We're back in business. All right. So here's the deal. Can you see the cards now? All right. So the idea is to follow the queen, right? You can see there it is, right? And the way this works is it's easy at first, right? And then it gets harder. So here, I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to demonstrate, but I'm going to do my version of it. So I need someone who's not familiar with the three-card Monte, and I cannot see anyone out there. So let me see. No, I need an adult. This is gambling. It's actually illegal. No. Definitely not. Ma'am, do you mind coming up? Come on. We need a chair for her right here. Grab a seat right there, ma'am. All right. Okay, what's your name?
Lorraine.
All right, Lorraine. So you're not familiar with how this works, right?
No.
Awesome. So here's the deal. We're gonna do my version of the three-card Monte, okay? And it involves cards that are blank on both sides, okay? Now these are cards that went through the printing process that didn't get any printing on them. So here, check them out. Make sure they're blank on both sides. You got it? Okay, here we go. You ready, Lorraine? You'll see. Watch. You got it? Which one is blank? The middle one. Give her a hand, folks. She nailed it. Now, had you picked either one of these, just to show you I'm fair, you would have been correct. You see, that's how con artists work, right? They have to build some trust. So here, Lorraine, do me a favor. Write your name right across the front of that. Not your phone number. Happens all the time. Thank you. My wife's here, though. Hey, it's a party. All right. So Lorraine, here's the deal. There you are, okay? Now you have to find yourself, kind of like when you went backpacking in Europe after high school. Or maybe backpacking in Sparta, I don't know. Here, but ready. Remember what I said. It's easy at first, it's going to get harder, I promise, okay? Where are you at? Here, this is your wager, $100. This one right here. No. I'm creating some doubt here. Do you want to stick with your choice, or do you want to go with this one? They always do, folks. They always do. Think about it. I was trying to help you out. Here, look. Do you know why you got that wrong? No. It's a scam. But here, watch. You see, there you are, okay? Watch. Watch carefully now, okay? If I go like this, okay, you might think that's your card, okay? That is actually not your card. That's not your card, which means your card is right here, right? No, it's not. It's here the whole time. It's all right. This kid's not going to sleep tonight. Here, look. Watch. I'm going to show you how this works. You see, there you are, okay? Okay, now watch carefully. If I take your card and put it here, you might think that's your card. Again, that is not your card, not your card, not your card over here. It was really here all along. Now listen, I think you're catching on. No, I think we should play for money. What do you think? I've suddenly lost all interest in my money, yeah. Now here, look, here's the deal. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to mark your card, okay? Kind of like they do in Vegas. You know how they mark cards in Vegas? You do know that? We're going to mark your card like they do with the gambling cheats in Vegas. Okay? They mark the back of the card, and they do it with emojis. You're not buying that, are you? All right, here, do me a favor. Take that out, okay?
Just take anyone?
What's that?
Take a sticker?
Pick one, I'm sorry. Pick one. You got a smiley face. Is that the kind of mood you're in
It
today?
looks like me.
All right, here. You got it?
I got it.
You're sure? What do you got there? All right, here. We'll put it right here, okay? All right, here we go. Watch. Where's the sticker?
The sticker's here.
Where are you at?
One in the middle.
This one? Are you sure?
No.
I was trying to help you out. So, folks, that's the 3-card Monty. Don't ever play it. All right? Did you learn that today? What did you learn today?
Don't play big cards.
Don't play the 3-card Monty. Why not?
I stink at it.
No. Listen, why don't we play for my money? What do you guys think? Play for my money? Yeah, all right. Let the magician lose his money here. We'll play for my money. Let me get my wallet right here. Now watch. We have, I have $1. Look. Now look, here's the deal. If you win, you get anything you want from my wallet. You get that $1. Or if you're into credit card fraud, you get my wallet, my license, whatever you want. If you lose, okay, I get to give you something from my wallet. And I should tell you about the parking tickets right now. Now, I'm not going to help you out. It's a 1 in 3 chance for all the money, for the whole $1 or the credit card, whatever you want. Lorraine, here you go. Make your wager. Oops.
I didn't watch where the card went.
You have a 1 in 3 chance. Are you sure? Now think about it. The last 2 times you did not change your mind and you were wrong. So what do you think?
No.
All right, you're going to stick with it? Or you're going to think your husband's son? You sure?
It's not my husband, that's my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's your boyfriend. Where's your husband? You left him home?
Sitting next to his wife.
Oh, okay. All right. You sure you don't want to change your mind?
Right.
You know, this time... Yeah. Who's a jerk? I didn't give you a...
Cheated.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't give you a chance. You see, because your card was in this wallet, you see, the entire time. Thank you. Thank you. I told you I would give you something from my wallet. Give Lorraine a hand, folks. All right, folks.
Did you win?
Now it's, oh, there it is. Okay. Here's the deal, folks. You all know why you're here. Maybe you saw him at the Mohegan Sun. Maybe you saw him at Foxwoods Casino. Or maybe you saw him on television, on Inside Edition or 2020. Actually, folks, let me show you something that Jason is the only person in the world that I know that can do this. He can grab a card, a pre-chosen card, out of that deck, as he springs the cards. Watch. He's going to go for the ace of spades. Pretty cool, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for one of the top card musicians in the world. What did I just say? Did I say musicians? Oh. It's a magic show.
You said musician.
I screwed it. Did I say musician? I screwed up. But you know
I
what?
heard musician,
You
and
came
I-
prepared. I
I just
appreciate
rolled
that.
with it. I just
That was
rolled.
awesome.
All right,
That
well,
was
that's
awesome.
good.
Do you need a minute? All right. I'll just fill the time like I did before with a little, this time we'll do a little card trick, all right?
Wait, what?
Card trick?
Do a card trick?
I know you're the card man, but I'm going to do a card trick.
With a full deck?
You're suggesting I don't play with a full deck?
I am. Yes.
What do you guys think? You guys want to see a card trick? Yeah, it'd be really quick. No problem.
He does this. Are you making this up?
No, last night I
Oh, you're gonna pull the trigger on
Just like you
something
were
learned
prepared.
last night.
yeah, I
Okay,
prepared
does
something.
this trick have a name?
Yes, I'm
What's the
thinking.
name of this trick?
Give me a second. The world's fastest card trick.
The world's fastest card trick.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Sounds good. All right. I need someone. We gotta get this done quick. So one of the guys out there, come on up, come on up. I can't see anyone. This is the point where no one makes eye contact. When I'm looking for you, sir. Who are you? Yeah, you have a friendly face. Could you come up? Right here, sir, in the middle.
With the beer.
Yeah, with the beard. All right. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. How's it going? All right. You really came dressed for the show, huh? Are you warm in this thing or what? Listen up, man. Listen up. Take it easy. Open a button, There you go. Is that better? All right. We okay with you? You're bigger than me, so if I do anything you don't like. All right, so here's the deal. What's your name? Ross. Everybody say hi, Ross. Hi, Ross. All right, Ross, here's the deal. We're going to do a little card trick, okay? First thing I need is a deck of cards. Just, Michael, these are for you.
Thank you, thank you.
That's an inside joke. No, seriously. Jeez. Ross, we have a little problem. Ross, do you mind helping me find this deck of cards? You do? Do me a favor. Could you close your eyes? And could you just imagine where they might be?
Okay.
Now, do you know where this is going? It's going on Facebook. It's going on Facebook. No, close your eyes, seriously. Just imagine where it might be, all right? Oh, I know. Yeah, you got a dirty little mind there. Yeah, so I might need these to find that card, deck of cards. So, just need a little protection here. All right. Do you mind helping me find that deck? I'll be right with you, Jason. Huh?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do want to help? Oh, awesome. He said yes, right, folks? Here.
No, I do mine.
Oh, you do want to help? Oh, you don't want to help? Oh, all right. Here, let me see if I can get it. Now, listen, if I reach in there and there's nothing, I've got a problem. But you could go in there for me. It's my birthday. All right, here we go. Whoa. You know what, folks? we're gonna have to do it with magic. Do you have magic? Here we go. Do you wanna help me with this? All right, here we, yeah, actually, no, I'll do it with this. Ross and Oreo for your troubles?
World's fastest card trick, let me remind you.
Yeah, all right,
I'm
so.
gonna stand over here.
So we're gonna get right to it here. All right, you ready, Ross?
Yes.
Yeah, here, do me a favor. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask you in a moment to take a card, okay? And not look at that card, okay? All right. You got it? You got the card, I mean.
No.
No, when I look away, that's when you take the card, okay?
All right.
It's the world's fastest card trick. All right, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a card, but don't look at it, okay? You got it? Ross, you got the card?
I got the card.
Okay, do me a favor, put the card back in, okay? Now look, would you be impressed, I mean, you put it right in the middle of the deck, would you be impressed if I was able to come right out with your card?
I would.
Okay, so tell us, what was your card?
I did not look at it.
Russ, this is the pick a card, look at the card trick. World's fastest card trick, folks. Here, Russ, this guy's gonna kill me. Russ, do me a favor, pick a card, look at the card, okay? All right, you got it?
I got it.
It's all right, Jason.
It's not the world's fastest card trick.
All right, do me a favor. Put the card there. Did you look at it?
I did.
Okay, I want you to see it go on the deck so you know it really goes on the deck. Do me a favor, push it in on the count of 3. Ross, I can't get my finger in there if you don't wait. I mean, how am I going to know what card is yours?
This is why you don't pull the trigger.
World's fastest
Yeah,
card trick.
world's fast, okay.
Yeah, yeah, Ross, do me a favor, touch a card, any card. That one right there? You sure? Yeah, take it, look at it. You got it?
I got it.
All right, put it back in. You got the card?
You got
You
it.
remember it? Do me a favor, push it in. No, on the count of 3, Ross. All right, here's the deal. All right, you guys,
I don't think this is gonna work.
what do you mean
This is not gonna work.
This is definitely gonna work. What are you talking about?
I don't think it's gonna work.
Why not?
You're not prepared, and I don't think it's gonna work. It's not the world's fastest card trick, it's about 5 minutes.
You think you can do better?
I do think I can do better. What was your card? Just say it out loud.
2 hearts.
The 2 of hearts. Well, kings are wild. That's good. That's the world's fastest card trick. This is for you. How is everybody doing? Is everybody doing all right? Oh, you can have a seat.
Have a seat, thank you.
Have a seat. Can we do a favor? We've got this screen to pull down. We had some technical difficulties, and I'm sorry you had to see the world's longest card trick. What we're going to do is take care of that right now. Sean, here's $100. That's for you.
Just, you're gonna go to that screen.
Yeah, we're going to do that right now.
Yeah, and just click.
So thank you guys for dealing with some of the technical difficulties we're running right now. And we're going to fix all this and we're going to make it look. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is pull some people out of the crowd. And I heard there's some magicians in the crowd tonight. Can you guys raise your hands right now? Good, so we're not going to pick on you, any of the magicians right there. Okay, that's good. What is your name? Connie, can you have a seat right here? And who was the woman that was up early? That came up with, yes, you. You're too much fun.
Somebody claims them in 30 days, she's yours.
Wow, look at this. Give them away. Now, you said your name, I'm sorry, Connie? And what was your name? Who's coming up? Lorraine. Connie and Lorraine. And we've got a seat for you right over here. How about a round of applause for my lovely assistants? My name is Jason Ledana. We're going to show you some card tricks if that's okay with everybody here. And what we're going to do is get this rolling in a second. Oh, and we've got some scotch here. Look at this. This is very good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh, let me just, yeah, we're just going to leave that right here. It's got some technical difficulties. Who knows how much of the scotch I'm going to need tonight. Lorraine, would you like to see a card trick? Is that right?
Yes.
Let's get started. And would you like a souvenir, by the way?
Yes.
Good. Souvenirs are $15. And it'll be the deck of cards. It's too late. You already said yes. Now, one of the problems that I have when I perform is trust. There's an issue of trust. I haven't even started the show, and there's an issue of trust. People don't trust me. I can just sense it. And that shows up when I shuffle the cards. When I mix the cards like this, you see how you're looking at me right now? You don't believe that the cards are really being mixed. I mean, you can see that they are, but there's just something about the way you're looking at me that says he's not mixing those cards. You see how you're looking? Yeah. See that look, that judgment? So I've tried shuffling the cards flat on the table like this, the way they do in a casino. That's how they shuffle the cards, the table shuffle they call it. It'll give the cards a cut. But look at that, the way you're just boring into the side of my face. He's not mixing those cards. So I'm going to change that problem that I have for you guys. For you guys, before we even start, I'm going to take about half the deck face up, and I'm going to take about half the deck face down. And I'm going to shuffle the faces into the backs, just like this. And I'll give the cards a couple cuts. And as a matter of fact, there's Lorraine, right? Can you do me a favor and verify for the rest of the audience, even though we have this amazing screen behind us, I want you to verify for the rest of the audience that that is a thorough shuffle from top to bottom, yes? See that? See how she hesitated a little bit?
Trust.
I know, that's what I'm talking about. And can you zoom in a little bit more? Keep that coming in a little bit. I want the audience to really see if that's possible. Good, good.
Anything's possible.
I will square the cards. The reason I shuffle faces into backs is so that the rest of the audience in the back can see. We have faces mixed into backs throughout the entire deck. You can see faces mixed into backs. So even in the cheap seats in the back, you guys can see. And once this camera comes in, oh, look at it, all the way in. Don't be shy. Look at that. Now we're talking. Oh, now I have to be really honest. Faces into backs mixed throughout the deck. Now, would you be impressed if among this mess, let's say, for example, I could cut to an ace. Would you be impressed if I could do that? Just cut to an ace. That means to cut exactly 28 cards from the top of the deck and just find an ace like that. I know, it's good. Talented and good looking. I know. It's a curse. It's a curse. You can clap, I don't mind. Now that we know we have a thoroughly shuffled deck of cards, would you be impressed if I could cut to a second ace? Look how she's got her hands crossed. Watch this. A second ace without even looking. I will give the cards a cut, 21 cards from the top, a little higher first. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're saying, he did it again. He didn't shuffle those cards. So I'll shuffle the cards again. I've lost count at this point how many times. It's got to be 5, 6 times. Faces into backs. Look how you're looking behind. You still don't trust. It's going to be a tough time to break you down. I will give the cards another shuffle. And again, too, I've lost track. It's got to be about 6 or 7 shuffles now. From top to bottom, you can see faces mixed into backs throughout. And here's a question just for you. Do you want me to find the next ace the easy way or the hard way? It was a trick question. There is no easy way. I'll shut my eyes, turn my head like this. 28 cards from the top of the deck is the third ace. Now at this point, I've cut to the ace of hearts, I've cut to the ace of spades, the ace of diamonds. The ace of clubs is going to be the most difficult. If I cut anywhere near the top of the deck, I can find a face down or a face up card. If I cut near the middle of the deck, I can find a face up or a face down card. So the ace of clubs will be the most difficult. So it seems easiest, for me anyway, rather than trying to cut to the card, just to riffle once like this and turn all of the cards face down, except for that last ace, the ace of... Jesus, it's Jason. Just call me Jason. It's a little less formal. That's fine. Now, this is your souvenir. Would you like a souvenir? Good. Souvenirs are still $15. Walked right into that one. We're up $30. We made about 400. What's Sean? We made about 450. About 450 bucks last show doing that.
Yeah. We're in Sparta, so. 600 we should do.
Can you do me a favor? Can you shuffle cards? Is that all right? We'll find out. Let's find out together. Go ahead and take those cards and just mix them up. And that'll stop that curse that I have. People think that I've done something to the cards. So before we start, that is a very interesting way to shuffle cards. You know, when I shuffle cards with 2-inch nails, I have just as much trouble. So it is completely understandable that you're having, yes, I'm afraid to reach in there and take those back. You can just leave them on the table and then you just leave them there and then I'll come in and get them. That's great. All right, excellent. You good? You're not going to reach for them? Okay, great. So I've got a little bit more of a show to do. Now, I want to. The name of the show is Cons, Cheats, and Scams. So I wanted to share with you how a card shark can take advantage of a freshly shuffled deck of cards. Now, you did just mix these cards, and I want to show you what happened to the deck. Can everybody see up close? Good. Watch this. Even though you shuffled these cards, look at this right here, right off the bat. We see these 2s. Can everybody see those? If I were to deal from the 5. I would get, if I were to deal from the 5, dealing to you, you would get the 5, of course, I would get the 2. And then you would get the king, and then I would get the 2, right? So that means you left a pair of 2s right in the middle of the deck. Let's keep going. and see what else you left in the deck. Look, a pair of 10s together. A card sheet with, you just shuffled these cards and you left a pair of 10s in the middle of the deck. It's okay. Let's find out again what else happened. Even though you shuffled it, look, we almost have a straight there. Ace, 2, 3. We were just missing the 3. That'd be easy enough to find. We have almost a pair of 9s together there. We almost had a pair of kings together. Almost a pair of 9s together here. You can see that, oh, look at this. If I deal here, you get an ace, I get a 10. You get a queen, I get a 10. I would have gotten a pair of 10s there. Let's continue through. You see that even though you mix these, almost a pair of 7s, you get the idea that when you shuffle the cards, you automatically leave certain pairs of cards together. Now, don't take this the wrong way, but I can shuffle cards much better than you. And I'll show you that I'm going to have the same problem. You can see that it's a thorough shuffle. And this is how card sheets take advantage of the card game. Give the cards a couple shuffles and a cut. And I want to show you that the same exact thing happens to me. So don't worry about how you mix the cards. It's just the properties of a deck of cards that's going to happen. Let's look, and we'll actually break all the pairs up. As I go through, and if you see anything, let me know. As we go through the cards, we can find certain pairs together. I don't see any. Maybe I am better at shuffling the cards than I originally thought. Oh, look at this pair of kings right here. You can see that on the thing, right? Yes, good. Let's break this up so I don't have any advantage, okay? So I'll break the king up and I'll put it someplace else, but I don't want to put it too close to another king. Oh, we've almost got a pair of queens right here. Look at this. If I dealt from the 10, I deal you the 10, I'd get a queen. You get the ace, I get the second queen. So let's break those queens up. I'll put this queen over here. You can see almost a pair of 2s. Let's break that up. And you can see over here, 5. So it doesn't make any difference how thorough the shuffle can be. You're going to end up with a deck that has certain conditions in it that a card sheet can take advantage of. But now we've more or less neutralized this deck. There are no pairs for me to take advantage of because we broke them up, and I wanted to be completely transparent with you guys. So, would you like to play a quick game of poker right now? Let's do it. Give the cards a thorough shuffle, but you guys, I'm starting from a deck that has absolutely no pairs. Of course, after the cards are shuffled, they always have to be cut. Make sure I deal fair. You get a card, I get a card. We each get 5 cards. And we'll turn yours face up, and we'll find out what you have. I'll turn them up for you. I don't want to lose any fingers. Oh, look at this. Even though we broke the pairs up, we've got a pair of kings. And, oh, look at this. I didn't get one pair. I'm going to have to play, I mean, that, I was really lucky. That never happened before. Broke up all those pairs, and, you know, sometimes the cards just fall in a certain way. Now, the name of the show, like I said, is Cons, Cheats, and Scams. So I was clear about this with Sean when we put together. I just want to be clear that I'm demonstrating some of these moves. And we're not actually going to teach the moves. I'm just going to show how they work. And I don't know if anyone here has ever cheated in a card game before, but it's an absolutely exhilarating experience. It really is. And it actually led to one of the lower points in my life. That's actually not a joke. When I was gambling for a living, I became addicted to gambling. I don't know if anyone here has ever struggled with addiction before, but it's kind of a downward spiral, and I really fell deep into it. And I'm very happy now to be working with Sean. I'm on the right side of it now. I've come out of it, and doing these shows has brought me out of that downward spiral. But like I said, with addiction, everything that I tried didn't work. I had a family intervention that didn't work. I tried things like therapy and modern medicines. That stuff didn't work. What's the one with the needle? No, heroin. I made everything much, much worse. So fortunately, doing these shows really helps a lot. So let's give this a shot. You can help me out, right? I want to expose one of the crooked gambling methods that I did on ABC's 2020. It's something called card tracking. So let's talk about it. In order for me to track a card, I need one that you select. So as I riffle down the side of the deck, when you say stop, I'll try to stop at that exact point. Say stop whenever you want. Stop. Right there, make sure I stop at exactly that point. That'll be the card that we keep track of. In this case, happens to be an 8. Keep in mind, if you would stop me one card later, it would have been a 4. One card earlier, it would have been an ace. And I'm going to see if I can keep track of that 8 of spades. Now, in order to do this, I want to warm up a little bit with some cuts first. Of course, the card starts on top of the deck. I'll give the card a cut like this. Now I know it's 26 from the top. If I cut the cards, it's now 17, 31, 41. Actually, giving the cards a cut really isn't that much of a challenge. It's when I shuffle the cards that the tracking becomes much more difficult. even during a shuffle, I now know the 8 of spades is 41. One shuffle is not that difficult. Let's do another one. After this shuffle, clearly, if I just listen to it, 20. The 8 of spades is next. You don't believe a word I'm saying, do you? I have to prove this. What did I say? 20, right? The 8 of spades is 20 from the top. Let's find out together. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20th card is the 8 of spades. I will not shut up. This is my show. Now let's try something even more difficult than that. Now, in this case, the 8 of spades ended up here. I want everybody to look real close. You can see it, we can see it on the camera, right? The 8 of spades ended up exactly here. 20th position in between the 3 of diamonds and the 2 of spades. So how about on the next shuffle, I'll not only tell you where it ends up, but the 2 cards that it ends up in between. Watch this. I want everybody to listen. It's so obvious if you just listen to the shuffle. Listen. 13th from the face in between the 9 of clubs and the 5 of spades. Oh, you don't believe me. Watch this. I said 13th from the face. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I also said it was between the 9 of clubs and the 5 of spades. Watch this. There's the 8 of spades in between the 9 of clubs and the 5 of spades. Did you see my guy? Sure. Oh, sorry. You said back. Sean's all about
Back
Frankie.
toward me.
Oh, right. We good here? Yes? Oh, look at this. I'm going to be sitting in the front row. How's that?
Yeah, much better.
And you guys can move up too. Let's everybody get nice and comfy, right? That's great. All right, good. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're watching this saying, well, so what? You have a point. The 8 of spades is 13th from the face. Who cares? That's not going to help me on a card game, right? And you're right. The 8 of spades is, and we can still see that good, 13th from the face. Big deal. Once I know where the 8 is, I have another ability that I can do, and that's something known as shuffle steering. I'm going to actually steer that 8, now that I know where it is. And if I wanted the 8, I would steer the 8 to a much more accessible position. Now, we knew it was 13th from the face, so in 2 shuffles, I'm going to move that 8 to the most accessible position in the deck. Right on top. I know. But I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, so what? Big deal. 1-8's not going to win any pots. So also, I took the time to track and steer another 8, pair of 8s in there. 3 of a kind is going to be a little bit better, but 4 of a kind, 4 8s is Did you say, how did you do that?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't do that part of it. All right, so anyway. Now, I've been noticing that even though I've been shuffling the cards, you're still judging. If you and I were playing cards, watch this shuffle. If you and I were playing cards, would you be satisfied that that is a thorough mix of the cards? Look at this is what I'm talking about. I'm not sure what part that you're having trouble with. So we'll do this. If we were playing cards for money, and I shuffled the cards this good, would you be thoroughly satisfied that these cards were mixed? Yes?
Oh, if it was someone else shuffling.
Well, that's not the point. I just want you to admit that this is a thorough shuffle from top to bottom. Yes?
Yes.
Good. Now we can get started with the next trick that uses the 4 aces. Okay. I had to shuffle twice. Usually in the shows we just do once, but for you we had to do twice.
It's hard to believe.
I know, I've seen the show. I've seen the show before. All right, let's do this. And now Sean and I were very careful in the language that we used because we said that we were going to demonstrate some of the stuff that I'm able to do in a card game. But you guys are too much fun. So I think I'm going to do this. Tonight we'll change things up a little bit, and I will expose one of the methods. All right? And Sean and I were debating on this earlier, but I think it's fair that you guys came out here into the show. You want to know how some of this stuff works. Has anyone here ever heard of palming cards before?
Yes.
You're the only one that shook your head no, right? It's your lucky day, because you're about to learn what palming means. Palming means that I can conceal a card in my hand like this, and no one knows it. And that means that I can add or remove a card from a poker hand anytime that I want, right? You're like, that's how it works. So I'll expose one of the palms that I use, and I'm only going to use 4 cards for this. We don't need any of the cards from the deck. I'll use the 4 aces. Of course, the ace of spades, the ace of clubs, the ace of diamonds, excuse me, the ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. Now I'm going to place the aces out on the table in a pattern like this. And I'm going to see if I can palm these aces, these 3 here, one at a time, from here over to here. And the palm that I use looks like this, watch. If I just take an ace into my hand like this, you can't see it, right? It's very difficult to detect because I use an invisible palm. It's right, no, come on. You just can't see it, watch, until I place it down on the other ace. That's when it shows up. That leaves me with 2 aces here, the red aces here, and of course the 2 black aces here. Now let me try that again because it seems as though a lot of you missed what happened there. 2 black aces will go here. I will leave them here, visible for everyone to see. Now watch very close. This time I will palm the ace of hearts. Well, it's right there. You don't see it, watch, until I place it down. That's when are you okay? Do you need a moment? The ace of hearts becomes visible, along with the other aces. Now let's try this one last time. Typically in a card game, I would palm right off the top of the deck. So let's try this. I'm going to leave these 3 aces here. Now watch real close. This is important because I want you to watch very close. You can see the 3 aces go together here. I'm going to leave the last ace right here. Don't think I don't see you trying to sneak. Watch. I palm like this. And that's, no, it's not here. It's right here. Watch, and you'll see that ace just shows up the moment that I put it down. Yeah, that's how you palm cards. Now you know how to do one. It's the least we could do is help expose some of the more difficult methods of card cheating. So let's move on with another one, if that's all right with you. Yes? Good, because the tricks are 25 bucks a piece, but we've just been adding them up as we go. And as a matter of fact, for this one, I will use your red souvenir deck of cards. Just because of the nails, I have to see you shuffle the cards a second. Can you do it again? Go. This is important. Shuffle them one more time. It really is important that those cards are well mixed. And can you do it over the mat? I want everyone to see. Look at this. Oh my. Easy with that. Well, you're both pointing that thing. That is amazing. Now, do you play poker at all? Have you ever played poker? Yeah, I would suggest no. Not because of the shuffling, because of another reason I'll get to in a second. You're good?
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to have all of the skill set that I'm showing you guys to win a lot of poker. All you really need to do is be good at reading people. Poker tells. Has anyone ever heard of that before? And honestly, you look like an open book. So, yeah, you shouldn't play poker. So let's try this. I'll prove it right now. As a matter of fact, you and I shouldn't even bother sitting down to play poker. I should just tell you ahead of time how much money you owe me, and we'll just settle it. It's much quicker. I mean, let's save the time, right? But you are, I'm a very good judge of character, but you do seem pretty easy to read as far as it comes to playing poker. So what I'll do is this. I'm going to remove a handful of cards that are going to match in value to the poker hand that you're going to deal yourself in a second. As a matter of fact, what I'm trying to say here is that I'm so good at reading you that I know what cards you're going to have before we even play poker. Now, you did shuffle these cards, and I'm going to remove 7 cards, a 7-card stud hand. And it's important to realize, the most important part to realize here is that before we start playing, I have removed this hand. I've openly removed this hand. And I'm saying clearly that these cards will match your hand in value. I'm not saying that I'm going to get some of these right. I'm saying literally I'm going to get every single one of them right. So we'll set these aside, and I'm going to give you one job. It is your job to make sure that I don't go anywhere near that hand. I don't pick up the order of it, or change the order of it, or try to switch anything away. That's your job. Okay? As a matter of fact, I'll put a pen on it. If I go anywhere near that, you say, whoa, don't do that, okay? Now, you did shuffle these cards quite thoroughly. You may have sliced a few of them in half without me realizing it, but for the most part, you did thoroughly shuffle these cards. You can see up on the screen, we can see that it is a thorough shuffle. Now, I'm going to ask you to give the cards a cut. But believe it or not, I'm such a good judge of character, I already know where you're going to cut the cards. After the cards are shuffled, they do have to be cut. That's how you keep things honest. Now, to the rest of the audience, it may seem as though you have a free cut. If you cut here, the first card dealt would be an ace. If you cut a little further down, the first card you deal would be a 2. If you cut even further down, the first card you deal would be a 3. It seems random, but I already know. Can you cut about half the cards over, or really wherever you want? Just cut the cards over here like it's done in a game. Go ahead. You see, I knew she would cut there. You don't believe me. But I'm going to mark this off for 1 second. Make sure I'm not changing anything. I'm just going to mark it off. We're going to settle this right now. A little late, but okay, I'll accept it. I'm just going to pick up the pen. I want you to answer me yes or no. Just one word, yes or no. Do you believe that I know the absolute next word out of your mouth right now?
Yes.
She said no. It's so easy. It's so easy. There it is right there. You're so easy to read. Now, watch this. I'm not going to change the cut. We'll just pick this up, move it over here. I want you to pick up the cards like you're going to hold in the game, right where you cut. Oh, man, that was scary. Hold them like you're going to deal in a game. Oh, face down. Hold them like you're going to deal in a game. Good. Deal me the first card. Nope, face down. That's okay. You really haven't played poker before. Deal your card face down right here. And then keep going until we both have 7 cards. And deal neatly. That's important. That's 2. That's 2. That's 3. I'll help you. That's 3. That's 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. And then the last one, 7. 7. Now, my cards don't matter. The rest of the deck doesn't matter. It's your hand that matters. I'll pick these up. Now, in poker, the order of the cards doesn't usually matter, but for you, you're just too much fun and too easy to read. I'm going to mix up the hand a little bit. Let's do this. In casinos, they use something called the down and back in shuffle to mix small groups of cards. So that means every time you get a choice as you deal through the cards, that means you can either deal down or back in. Down or back in. And you can see when you deal the cards that way that the cards get shuffled. But I already know how you're going to shuffle the cards. I can really read you. You've never played poker before, it's so easy. Watch this. Do you want this card to go down or back in? Back in, I knew she'd say that. How about this one, down or back in? Of course. How about this one, down or back in? Yeah, switches on the third. Down or back in? Down? And the last one, down or back, or obviously has to go down. So you mixed up the cards in this order. Now check this out. I'm saying, definitively, that my cards are going to match yours not only in value, but sequence. So right now, there's a good chance that these cards are in the same order because I'm never wrong. But I'll ask you this. Do you want to change your mind? Or do you want to shuffle one more time? Or do you want to change your mind? Leave them here. Do you want to shuffle one more time or not? It's up to you. You do want to shuffle again. I knew she'd say that. But wait. Later, you're going to wonder, well, what if I had said that I didn't want to shuffle? Right now, you're saying you do. We're going to mix the cards up and they're going to be in a certain order. And you're going to lay awake at night saying, what if I hadn't shuffled those cards? How could they have been in the same order? So do you want to change your mind? Yes or no? Do you want to shuffle? Yes or no? She still wants to shuffle, and I knew she'd say that. So predictable. All right, go ahead. Down or back in. You can go quickly. I already know what you're going to say. Down or back in. Down or back in. Down or back in. Down or back in. Back in. I knew she'd say that, which means the last one's here, which means the cards have been mixed in this way. Now, have I gone anywhere near those cards? No. No. Watch this. Do you remember when I asked you to shuffle the cards? And you did. You mixed them up. You kept going, you kept going. When you shuffled the cards that way, that led to you getting a 4. But I knew that. I knew that you were going to get a 4. Do you remember when I asked you to give the cards a cut? That led to you getting a 5, but I already knew that. Do you remember when you said down instead of, or down, I asked if you want to go down or back in, that led you getting to an ace. Do you remember when I said that you wanted to go in and you said in instead of down, that led you getting a 10? Do you remember when I asked you to change your mind at the last one, you said I didn't want to change my mind, that led you get a queen? When you said shuffle again, you said yes, and I asked you, do you want to change your mind? You said no, and I begged you to, and you said, no, I don't want to shuffle those cards, that led you get the king. And of course, the last card you got was a 7, and of course, I knew you would. Should not play cards for me. All right, let's do some more. Now, we had some legal problems when we were putting the show together because Sean is a lawyer and he told me a lot of the stuff that I was doing was very legal. We had to work things out. And it was my idea to actually play a card game for money. with the audience, and I would clean somebody out of the audience. It's almost like you can't do that. That's gambling. Fortunately for me, though, I don't care about the law. So we're going to do it anyway. We're going to have some fun right now, okay? We're going to play for some money. Now, the problem that we had after that is after we started doing this, we realized that not everybody in the show knew games like poker and blackjack and baccarat, right? So we're going to just play a real simple game called War. Does anyone remember that childhood game, War? Yeah, exactly. So this way, I can still clean you out, but everyone will understand exactly what's happening as we play. Fair enough? And what is your name?
Bradley.
Bradley? Do you play War? Do you know the game that I'm about to play? Great. When I was up in Niagara Falls Casino District, I noticed that they were playing something called Casino War. Has anyone here ever heard of Casino War before? It's the exact same game as War that you and I were talking about just a moment ago, except you play for $1,000 a hand. Could you imagine playing high card versus low card for $1,000 a hand?
No.
So let me ask you this. Do you want to finish the show with an exhilarating experience, really, of playing Casino War for $1,000 a hand? You want to do it? Come on, let's have some fun.
Yeah, but no money.
Well, it will be my money if you win. Sure. So let's do it. She said yes in front of how many people? 65 people. Sean, that's legally binding, right?
Yes.
So let's do it.
Right.
So
No.
she already said yes. So let's do it. With any card game, you have to give the cards a quick shuffle. And in case there's anybody out there that hasn't played the game before, let's play a little bit right now just to make sure you understand the rules. You're going to get a handful of cards. I'm going to get a handful of cards. So deal your first card face up right here. Well, that's the lowest. Yeah, that's the lowest card you can get. So I beat you there with a 10. Next card. Just so you understand the rules. Yeah, that's better. Higher card wins. And I just narrowly beat you with a 10. Yeah, that's my next one. Go ahead. This actually wasn't supposed to happen. I'm being honest. This isn't part of the show. I beat you with 3 times. I wish I could take credit for that, but I really can't. I'm being honest right now. I was just trying to teach how to play the game, and no, it really was bad luck. But I will tell you that I'm actually glad that happened. Because you can't have a landslide victory in Casino War. A deck of cards is 50% high cards, 50% low cards, right? So think about flipping a coin for a second. Could I flip a coin and have it land on heads all 20 times? Probably not, right? But maybe the first 3 times would be heads, right? And that's what happened right there, and I'll prove it. If we played War from this point right here, you'd get about half the deck, and I'd get about half the deck, right? Now, let's look at your picture cards. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picture cards, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I'm coming out a little bit ahead here, but more or less equal. You have 1 ace. Oh, look at this. So I got more picture cards, but look, you have 1, 2, 3 aces, and I only have. Or do you have the other ace too? Who's cheating who? Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's cheating who? Glad we didn't play from this point. And also look, we would. And look at this. 2s and 3s. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2s and 3s. Those are almost guaranteed losses. All right, so you can see that if we played from that point, you probably would have come out a few times.
Let's play from that point.
With any card game, the cards have to be shuffled and cut. So let's do it. Let's play Casino War and play for $1,000 a hand. That's your
Real money.
real money too. It really is a lot of fun. It's adrenaline rush. Trust me.
I know the cops in town.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, like threats at my show here. Look at this.
But I can't pay up.
I'm joking about the money. We don't come collect money from you. We have people that do that for us. Now, I'm not going to waste time cutting out exactly 26 cards, so we'll just count more or less about half the deck. Can you take these cards, hold them face down like you're going to play in a game, and deal your first card face up right here? A 4, not off to a good start. I beat you with a 10. Next card. A 6, that's a little better. I beat you with an ace. 8, highest card you've had so far. I beat you with a king. You do know the higher card wins, right? You have an 8, that's a very good card. Ooh, beat you with a queen. All right, deal your next card. 7, that is another good one. Now, I beat you with the jack, but let's do this. They wouldn't let you do this in a casino, but I'll try it. You got the 7, and I got the jack. But just for one hand, let's switch. So you have the 7, and I still have the jack. I'm not sure what happened there, but let's just keep going. A 7, that's another good one. Now I beat it with a jack. Okay, next one. Go ahead, just yeah, don't wait, just deal. A 3, okay, so we're up. Oh, look at this, War. We're off to a good spot here. Now, oh, hang on. Those kids may not know how to play the game. If you don't know how to play the game, you're going to deal 1, 2, 3 face-down cards in a row right here. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. 1, 2, 3. I'll do it for you. Look at this. And then your last one, she let me touch the card, right? Your last one, deal face up right over there. Go ahead. Watch this. A 7. Oh, no.
How was it coming?
Didn't you know that an ace beats a 7? Did you know that? Because I have to do the same thing. Watch. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. But like I said, an ace beats a 7. I'm not sure what your strategy was. Now, the cards in the middle don't matter, but let's see how you did. You played a 7, I beat it with a 10. You played a 4, I beat it with a queen. You played a 5, I beat it with a queen. Let me see your cards. Let me see. It seems as though she got a bad run of cards. That's what we call that, a bad streak of cards. So let's level the playing field again. I'll give the cards a quick shuffle and a quick cut. As a matter of fact, I'll even let you divide the deck in half. Say stop whenever you want. Or, okay, that's not exactly half, but that's fine. Now, here's the problem. Confidence. Be confident. Own it. Deal that card to the table like you mean it. 5, I beat it with a 9. Okay. We gotta work on the deal. Just own it. Just do it again. 4, I beat it with a jack. Okay, that's not working. Okay, wait. Let's try. No, you can deal it. That's fine. Deal it. Watch this. We'll try this. Something a little different. They wouldn't let you do in a casino, but like I said, you're off to a pretty rough start here. No. Watch this. Same thing. Watch this. Do you want to play high card wins or low card wins? High card wins or low card wins?
High card.
High card wins. Have you been paying attention to how? Because I've noticed a very subtle pattern. But you wanted to play high card. It's fine. Okay. Let's do it again. Deal another card to the table. Do you want to play high card wins or low card wins? No, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
Low.
Low card wins? So that means, oh no. What a shame. Here, just put this back and let's pretend that didn't happen. Here, let me see your cards real quick. Let's do this. These are your cards. I want you to point to any one of these cards. Just point to any one you want.
Do you want me to point to a low card or a high card?
No, just point to any. No, watch, any one you want. This one here. And we're going to set that one aside. I feel this is best like ripping off a Band-Aid. Let's just get it over with quick. You got an 8, I beat it with a 9. You got an 8, I beat it with another 9. You got a 3, I beat it with a queen. You got a 5, I beat it with a 10. You got a 6, I beat it with a king. You got a 6, I beat it with a 10. You got a 5, I beat it with a jack. You got a 4, I beat it with a king. Okay. Now, it seems as though I got some better cards than you, aces, kings, and queens and such. So I tell you what, I hate to end this game of war by really, that's pretty brutal actually. So I tell you what, I will be nice, I will play your card. I will play this card, from the one that you picked from your cards. I will play this and you can play my last 4 cards. If any one of these 4 cards is higher than my 3, oh man, you win. Go ahead, turn them all face up. Just turn them face. Oh no. Really horrible luck there. So you should never play poker. You've got the worst luck I've ever seen. All right, let's do one more to finish up. And I would like your help. Is that all right? Good. It's $25 additional. I'll give you your souvenir. You can have these. One of the curses that I have, and you can keep these. Why don't you put these over there on the floor, just so they don't get mixed up with anything. One of the curses that I have when I perform is people always think that there's some sort of trick cards or something like that. They're not trick cards. What you're seeing is just hours and hours of practice with a regular deck of cards. And Sean and I were talking about this earlier, and we said, how can we convey to the audience that it really is that? The first thing we did is always give the cards away. So you can see that there's nothing I've done with the deck. It's a normal deck of cards you can buy at a supermarket. And then Sean had the idea, why don't you buy a deck of cards on the way? So we did that. I literally bought this deck on the way here. It's one of the cheaper decks you'll find in a gas station. That's 7-Eleven, right over there. I don't know where there's a 7-Eleven right around here, so we bought it here. And, oh, can you confirm for the audience, they may not be able to see it, but you can see that that is being opened, it's broken open for the very first time, yes?
Yes.
And you can see that the seal is intact. Watch, I'll do this with the cameras. Yes, good. You can see that it's being broken open for the first time, but the most important part is this right here, this seal. That's how you know that the deck is being broken open for the very first time. Now, new decks of cards always come with some ad cards and jokers and such, so we'll give those away. Here, you can have this. This is for you. You can keep that. This is for you. This is for you. You can have that. You can have that one. And you right there. You can have that one. $15 a piece. Just paid $60. Just paid $60. Now, it's important, though, that we break up the sequence that new decks come in. course, I'll give the cards a couple cuts. More importantly, I'll give the cards a couple shuffles before we begin. And when I do shows like ABC's 2020 or Inside Edition, what they always have me do is do a few things first to establish myself. Maybe I'll deal out a royal flush or something, or I'll give myself 4 aces like you saw earlier when I cut the aces out. And that establishes myself as a card expert so that I know what I'm doing, knowing what I'm talking about. But that's not how it works in the real world. So to finish the show up, what I'd like to do is give you guys a real world version of what it looks like to cheat in a game with a regular deck of cards, brand new shuffled deck of cards. What can I do in your card game, right? So let's do that. I'll give you guys a secret. The secret is to give yourself a hand that is strong enough to win, but weak enough that it doesn't arouse any suspicion. If I dealt myself 4 aces in your card game, you would know I was cheating right away, right? So I have to play a little bit more on the safe side. Now, if this was the deck that I had to work with, I would give the cards a shuffle that looked something like this. You can see from top to bottom, it is a very thorough shuffle, and I would work to give myself a 2. Why would I give myself a 2? 1 2 is not going to knock off any pots, right? Watch this. But a pair of 2s makes 3 of a kind. It's from a shuffle. Now, you may think I was showing off just then by cutting out 2 at once like that. That wasn't showing off. This is showing off. To cut the cards like this, this, and this, and find that 4th and final 2. That's showing off. But that's not the way it works in the real world. That is not the way it works in the real world. You were paying attention. How many times did I just cut the cards down? No, that last one was like 6.5 cuts, right? I just cut the cards like 15 times. If I'm sitting in your card game, could I cut the cards like that? No, everybody would know I was cheating. So a real card cheat has to be much more efficient. I'm going to leave those 2s right back in the deck, right where they were a moment ago, in 4 different places in the deck. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? So let's do this. 4 cards in 4 different spots in the deck. A real card cheat has to be much more efficient. I'm going to give the cards only 1 cut, and I'm going to give the cards only 1 shuffle. 1 cut, 1 shuffle, and can I regain control of those 2s? The answer is yes. I know, talented and good looking, right? It's a curse. Maybe it's a curse. Now, as truly remarkable and amazing as that was just now, it's still not the way it works in the real world. Because if I were to deal from this point, right, look, I brought the 2s to the top, everybody would get a 2, right? That's not going to help me at all. So a real card cheat has to know how to stack the deck. Does anyone know what stacking the deck means? Stacking the deck means I'm going to give the cards a couple shuffles. And for you guys, I'm going to leave the 2s face up so you can see exactly what happens. Are you taking notes? You. Look at this. This kid, how old are you? 10. He's taking notes. Now, I'm going to give the cards 2 shuffles, and believe it or not, in 2 shuffles, I'm going to stack the deck. And that means that I'm not really shuffling the cards, I'm rearranging the cards, so I get the 2s. Now, for once in my life, I do want to be honest. I'm being completely transparent right now. I am shuffling a portion of the deck. There is no doubt you can see that this portion of the deck does get mixed. The portion with the 2s in is just getting, let's call it, rearranged. I won't cut the cards because I want to show you that I get a 2. On the second round of dealing, I get a pair of 2s. They say that if you get 3 of a kind in any card game, it's a 90% chance of winning. But why would you risk odds like 90%? Just give yourself 4 and call it 100%. As truly remarkable and astounding and phenomenal display of skill as that was, that's still not the way it works in the real world. Let's say you were sitting in this game. If you looked at your hand and saw this, we have a problem, right? I've worked tremendously hard to get myself 4 2s, and you only have a king high. So she's not going to bet any money. So I've got no money in the pot. I'm not going to make anything. So in this situation, if I had a king in your hand, I would probably want to give you maybe a pair of kings to give you trip kings, and that way, if you had a high hand, you would bet into the pot, and I'd still beat you. So let's do this. For the absolute last time, I'll give you the most authentic version of what it looks like to cheat in a game. So if you've been holding back applause, now's the time. I will give you the most authentic version of what it looks like. Last time, the 4 2s were face up on top of the deck. I can't do that in a card game, right? This time, the 4 2s are face down, buried in the middle of the deck. Last time, I was only concerned with giving myself the 2s. This time, I'm going to give my opponent a hand worth betting and stack the 2s. As a matter of fact, answer me yes or no. Would you be impressed if I could stack the 2s and give my opponent a betting hand? Would you be impressed if I could do that? I know it. I have to deal with this. I know. He's just so good, he can do anything. Well, I'll get back to that in a second. I knew you were going to say that, as a matter of fact. when you, I don't know if anybody noticed, the last time I didn't cut the cards, so this time I will cut the cards. As I mentioned, the most authentic version of what it looks like to cheat in a game. Watch this. I knew you were going to say no, so that's why I took an extra moment to give the person sitting across from me the 4 twos. Now, why would I give him the 4 twos? Because I'm just narrowly going to win with 4 of a kind, 4 threes. We have a very big problem on our hands here, because that really was the end of the show, and I asked you if you would be impressed, and you said no. So I'm not even joking right now. I was going to finish there, but I can sense that you want more, and you have a really good point. In poker, 4 cards makes a good hand. I controlled 8 cards. It was 52 cards in a deck, and I only controlled 8. And you're like, listen, I spent $20 for this. I want to see what you've done with your life, all right? Show me what you've done with your life, okay? So, we'll do this. And I can't rest and sleep at night until I know that this is the most amazing show that you've ever seen. And those are probably the highest cheekbones I've ever seen in my life. I cannot go to bed until you're satisfied if that's the truth. I know, and the jawline's a bit much too. So anyway, okay, focus, please. Watch this. Name any suit that you want, any suit. So we got clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds. Good, say it out loud. Any suit, just name any one of the 4 suits. Got clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds? Hearts. Now, if I were just to cut into the deck like this, and cut to a heart, the audience would be impressed, but not you. Again, did somebody say Jesus over here? You're like, so what? You cut to a heart. So I'll do a little bit more, just for you. I will cut out all of the hearts in the deck. All of the hearts. We already have the 2 and the 3. As a matter of fact, just for you, I'll cut them out in order. So there's only 1 4 of hearts in the remaining cards. But if I give the cards a cut like this, you should be able to find that 4 of hearts. Oh, still not impressed? Oh, no, it's fine. It's me. It's fine. No, it's fine. I'll work hard. No, it's fine. I'll work hard. It's fine. I'll give the cards a cut like this. Let's find 2 at a time. Give the cards a cut like this. Just throw the cards, retaining only 2 cards of 5 and a 6. Oh, still not impressed? Oh, she's still not impressed. No. It's fine. I've only worked a lifetime. I've only worked. It's fine. Okay, so let's try 3 at a time. I'll give the cards a cut like this. You're like, okay, well, fine. How about a cut and a shuffle? I will give the cards a shuffle like this, and watch this cut. And that's a 7, 8, and a 9. Oh, she's starting to come around. Now there's 5 cards left that I have to try to find. A royal flush in spades. Now, I'm going to give the cards a very special shuffle, like this, and create a perfectly symmetrical shape in the deck. And if you're watching the big screen, don't. Now's the time to look right at me, because that is a royal flush. Oh, it's good. So that probably is the most impressive thing that you've ever seen with the deck. Right, good, now we've got that out of the way. Now, people often ask me what is the most impressive thing that I've ever seen. And the most impressive thing that I've ever seen is not to give the deck, I don't know, a regular deck of cards, 10, 20 shuffles and find all the hearts in order. The most impressive thing that I've ever seen is to have also found all of the spades in perfect numerical order, 2 through ace, to have also found all of the diamonds. You can clap, I don't mind. All of the diamonds in order, and of course, you got all of the clubs out in order. That is the most impressive thing that
Give it up for Jason Labonte.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Give a round of applause for Sean LaFrancois.
Thank you. Just one thing, I would be remiss if I didn't thank 2 people, 2 very important people. That this show would not be possible without those 2, and that would be me and Jason.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, actually, it's Joe and Dan, the proprietors of this wonderful theater. Folks, please sign up for their email. Come to the